Hi everybody, it's Ms. Joninas here. This week we are focusing on instrument families in a second and third grade, and I guess I could do this in fourth grade too. We are doing the percussion family. The percussion family. There are 4 families inside the percussion family: scrapers and shakers, metals, woods, and drums. And there are a few percussion instruments that can be in more than one family. So I want you to think about that. If you can think about an instrument that Ms. Ray and I have in our classroom that can be in 2 of the percussion families. So here are the 4 percussion families again. We have the shakers and scrapers, metals, woods, and drums. And if you see, I put together a little slide presentation that was emailed to all of you on your Google Classrooms. You'll be able to see this a little more specifically. Now, the book I'm going to read to you today is a folk tale, Musicians of the Sun by Gerald McDermott. Out of the starry night he came, invisible, untouchable. Lord of the night, king of the gods, soul of the world. Lord of the night had a magic mirror. It was his third eye. In it he could see all earth. The world is gray and joyless, he said. Children do not laugh, women do not dance, men do not sing. The people spend their lives in darkness and silence. I will change all this, declared Lord of the Night. Lord of the Night called Wind to his side. O wind, he said, fly to the house of the sun. Free the 4 musicians held prisoner there, yellow, red, blue, and green. Bring them to the earth so the people may hear their music. But Lord, said Wind, Sun is a mighty warrior who destroys his enemies with fire. I am nothing but air. How will I overcome his power? Do not be afraid, said Lord of the Night. I will arm you. Lord of the Night gave Wind a turquoise shield, black thunderclouds, and shining silver lightning. Wind took the weapons and swept across the mountains, searching for the house of the sun. At last he reached the edge of the sea. He met Turtle Woman, Fish Woman, and Alligator Woman on the shore. Where is the house of the sun? Asked Wind. On the other side of the sea, answered Turtle Woman, too far for wind to blow. It is a long journey over waves and through darkness, said Fish Woman. Your strength will fail. But Lord of the Night has sent me, said Wind. I must free the prisoners of the sun. We will take you, said Alligator Woman. Turtle Woman, Fish Woman, and Alligator Woman carried Wind far across the sea. The sky began to glow. Faster, cried Wind, before sun rises too high. The 3 women swam until the sea foamed white behind them. Now sun was shining above the horizon. Wind took a great breath and leaped into the sky. As he flew up toward the house of the sun, he heard the sweet music of flute, drum, shell, and rattle. Musicians of the sun, called Wind, I am coming to free you. The musicians heard the voice of the wind. They yearned to be free, but Sun made them more fearful. Go away, said Sun to Wind, or I will destroy you. Wind went closer still and called out again. Musicians of the sun, come with me, ignore him, said Sun. Play on. Sun burned more fiercely, and the musicians played louder than before. Wind came near. "Musicians of the sun, I am here to take you down to earth. Come no closer," Sun shouted. He hurled a rain of fire darts at Wind. Wind raised his turquoise shield and was not harmed. Then Wind howled and unleashed his thunder. Black clouds spilled forth. Darkness covered the face of the sun, and his light grew dim. The four musicians huddled together. "We are frightened, O Wind," they cried. "Then come with me to earth," said Wind. "I promise you freedom." The musicians grasped Wind's cloak as he leaped away from the house of the sun. Wind threw his shining silver lightning to cut through the darkness below. "Come back," bellowed Sun. "I command you." But Sun was lost in the black clouds, and he was powerless. Wind carried the musicians through the sky, across the stars, and gently down to earth. Lord of the Night welcomed them. "Play your music," he said. "Bring happiness to my people." The musicians curled their toes in the cool earth and began to play. Red faced east and played a song of joy on her drum. Yellow faced west and played a lullaby on his flute. Blue faced south and played a song of night on her shell. Green faced north and played a song of dawn on his rattles. Wind carried the beautiful sounds around earth. The world filled with color. Children laughed, women danced, men sang. Even Sun was happy and poured out his light upon them. All gave thanks to Lord of the Night, King of the gods, Soul of the world. A note about the story. Musicians of the Sun is a lost fragment of the mythological tradition of the Aztecs, the powerful warrior society that dominated central Mexico from the 14th to the 16th centuries. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived in 1519, they subjugated the Aztecs, pulled down their temples, and used the stones for the foundations of churches and government buildings. Their customs, the Aztec customs, lived on in the oral tradition. Speaking. So this is one of the many stories about how music came to the earth according to the Aztecs, the ancient people of Mexico. Their four families were, quick review, let me find it. The drum, the flute, so the woodwinds, the shell, which is like the brass family, and the rattles, the scrapers and the shakers. Similar to ours, but different, how you make the sound. That is all for now, my friends. Please enjoy the lesson I've shared with you and enjoy the activity. Have a great day.